off we go now. We don't need to talk to Edvard anymore. Okay, let's see what's on the to-do list. So we need to find the murder weapon. So we need to find the gun that shot the guy. That we know that he, from the trajectory of the bullet, we know that the gun was definitely in the guy's mouth, or it was a really lucky shot. And so we're looking for a rifle, an antique rifle, that shoots that specific ammo. The game is saying this is gonna take some time, so I'm guessing that's a time lock on things. We're not gonna do that yet, because that means Kim is going to be leaving us. Don't think we can do this yet, unless we put a point into authority, which we could do, but part of me wants to also put another point into learning some stuff. We know these thoughts so far. I'm actually not terribly happy with this yeah, with this this thought, because all it does is find better loot and locked containers, which we've not come across very many locked containers so far, so I don't know. We'll see. I do want to put another point into learning another thing, because I think I would like to learn this. And I don't think we're gonna need Half-Life for a little while. Unless something comes up with the Hardy Boys, but that seems to be more of an authority check than a Half-Life check. I also don't like Half-Life very much, so I'm okay with putting a point into that. So I think I'm gonna unlock another thought. Bing. And then we will internalize this. Yeah. Oh right, this is anarchy. So weird. And then this is basically humanism and moralism. So I want to put that in there because I think that adds a nice little thing for us. I don't know what the difference, as I click on these things, I don't know what the difference between, as it like, I don't know if it's just a visual thing, if I can connect them all. I don't know why, but I'm just like, I think it's just a visual thing, but part of me is fascinated if I want them to connect to everything. But anyway, we got some thoughts. We have the thoughts. We can't find morale. We have enough money. We really have until 2100. We have about 4 hours to kill. No, that's not how math works. 3 hours to kill until we can go talk to the smoker on the balcony. But I don't think we have any pressing matters to attend to until then at the moment. So let's just let's see what task we can. Oh, we could go talk to the dice maker again. Let's just go through and do some of our yeah, some of these white checks. Might as well. Let's see what we can do. Let's go first the horseback monument. Jim, please move. I'm excited to visit the Dice Maker again, honestly. She seems just awesome. So, I would like to visit her again. Oh right, there was this code in here.
Cabinet stands steady as ever. Slide in. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes. Special whirling borscht. Water Everart's plants. Sweep office floor. More banners.
This is just his to-do list. Okay, I think at one point I thought there was a code in this, but I think it's just his to-do list. Not necessarily a code. We did stuff with the borscht and everything.
On the list have been crossed out, and the noted the drawer slide.
Okay. We've can I do this check again? I don't think I can.
The already familiar
Nope.
cold touch of plastic welcomes you.
I'm intrigued by doing the phone though, about calling home. You're trying to lift a TV all by yourself? Oh, buddy. You got this. I believe in you. Do we have it? Oh, what is this thing? It says GRI. Cool. We haven't talked to this guy in a really long time. I wonder if he has any dialogue for us.
Right to work!
No, he does not. All we can do is ask what a strike is. Big TV. Huge TV.
A lorry stuck.
I'd leave, but I don't want to get beaten up. Oh, poor guy. He's like, peer pressure. Oh no, it's so big. You were so small. Too big TV. Does it have feet or anything you just like grab it by? You can always wait until someone comes over to help you.
An old monument stands.
Okay, let's
in the
see what we
middle
can
of
learn
the traffic
about.
islands, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece,
Such a
secured
cool
and
monument.
mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
I'm trying to think what the coolest monument I've seen is. I really liked... Honestly, the, I'm gonna pronounce this wrong because French, but the Arc du Triomphe is just really cool. I really enjoyed that. I didn't even get to go, like, close up to it, but it was a really cool monument. Do you guys have any monuments that you're like, yeah, that was crazy cool? I'm a big monument fan. I'm a big history nerd, so I like to look at that kind of stuff.
The more you ask yourself, the less you know. One thing is for certain though, your brain damaged. It's serious and permanent.
Oh, I failed my encyclopedia check. Oh, whoops. Unfortunate. Oh, I'm sorry. You got this. Okay, well, we failed that. We are brain damaged, so onwards we go. We have to fail some of these checks, right? We were doing too well last time we played. Okay, let's see here. Where to next? Oh, Dice Maker. Dice Maker. Right. This game, like, produces the squirrel in me of just like, where do we go? Where? Huh? What? Into the cursed financial zone. Home of the curse of capitalism. Woo! Scary. Dice, dice, dice. Oh, Kim has something to say. Yes, Kim? What would you like to say to me?
It's dark.
It is dark, yes.
And the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it in your hand.
Kim, I've been in here like 5 times. I kind of know where things are at this point, but thank you. I appreciate that. I just can like, flashlight go in hand? What? Huh?
Right. Now let's get to it.
Some areas are inaccessible without your flashlight. After
It's inaccessible without my flashlight? Interesting. It will not let me continue forward without holding my flashlight. Interesting. Alright, game. Is this better now? Okay, this way is to the Dice Maker. Atmosphere is required. We have to have the spooky lighting.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
Alright, time to shiver again.
A gust
Yeah.
of cold air sweeps through the chimney. The stones and minerals on the shelves rattle as though agitated. For a moment, it almost feels as though you're outside the building, exposed to the atmosphere.
Okay. Still just a theory, but hear me out. I think I know why your business hasn't failed.
Didn't we already talk about this?
Yes, but I had to check, and I wanted to succeed on something because I have time to kill. You're not technically in the Doom commercial area, therefore you're spared.
What are you talking about? My address is exactly the same. Rue de Saint-Guilain 10.
Tell me what you know about the curse, even though we've already talked about this.
No, the old coal plant that used to be here was subsumed into the new venture. Its ruins swallowed up. Yet it has a different address in the heart of the city.
Oh, this is an old coal plant. Interesting. So it just kind of got merged into the... Okay. Makes sense.
This doesn't make any sense.
She says as it doesn't make sense, but hey, I promise it makes sense.
Are you saying my business was spared because of a technicality? Where is this coming from?
Grandfathered into not being cursed, yeah. She was spared by superstition because she lived in a really cool, atmospheric, aesthetically pleasing space. You have a different address in the heart of the city.
And what? Does it mean that I'm safe from failure?
Don't let her become complacent. She still needs to ward her soul against the evil forces.
Evil. No one's ever really safe from failure. It's okay in Lin Empire. We already know it's capitalism. Calm down.
She starts laughing, her fingers trying to rub away the exhaustion from her face.
She's like, why did you come talk to me again about this? We've already discussed.
Do you know what this is?
Reveal a piece of metal shining on her index finger. Is it a wedding ring?
It's a mourning ring.
Mourning ring.
I made this when my first company failed. It was a small jewelry
Oh.
shop right here in the East Delta Commerce Center, built with the little I inherited from my parents.
So she had a business in the... Is that the same Doom commercial area or different commerce center? Huh. That failed and then... Aww.
I drove it into the ground within a year. I didn't have what you would call a viable business plan.
Why are you telling me this?
It wasn't just a jewelry shop either. I always thought that it was just the world that you were supposed to try again and again until you finally succeed. And now you're telling me what? That it was all because I didn't run my little shops and ventures from a dump inside an abandoned chimney?
I mean... Location is important. I think it's really cozy in here. I like it.
Yeah. Or maybe it's the entire world that's cursed. It's such a precarious place. Nothing ever works out the way you want it.
Deep. And true. Very true. Always something different than what you expect.
That's why people like role-playing games. You can be whoever you want to be, you can try again. Still, there is something inherently violent even about dice rolls.
Alright, RPG players in the chat. Do you think dice rolling is inherently violent? I find it, like, satisfying. I don't know if I'd call it inherently violent, but it's like, it is you're going, I'm tempting fate almost. It's such an act of, like, doing chant, like, going through chants. It's like something physical to tempt chance, almost. Nothing gold can stay. No, it can't. It all has to fade eventually. But yes, this is why I like role-playing games as well. It's fun to be different people. I have no idea what her actual name is. It just says Novelty Dice Mainer. I don't know if we've learned her actual name or not, but I like Neha as her name. That sounds right. I like it. I think it fits.
It's like every time you cast a die, something disappears. Some alternative ending or an entirely different world.
Oh, it's like killing a different strain of the future. I like the way she sees it. It is fun to be able to fix things and to continue trying. Yeah. That is something nice about this game, is that it just keeps letting you try over and over again. Which is nice, at least for some things.
But anyway, thanks for sharing your
I got a new
theories,
thought.
Officer.
Hey, you're doing great. We love your business, and thank you for representing RPG nerds in an RPG game. We appreciate it. How much was dice from you?
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
I'm looking for something to help with my work. Oh, can I get dice that can help me?
I think I have just the right one for you.
Oh. She takes something out. 2 polyhedrons, red and blue, are cradled in her palm.
Police colors.
Police colors! Oh, that's so cute! I'm excited about the precarious world thought. I think I have... what does this get me? Temporary research bonuses. All red checks fail. That's really rough. I mean, there's not very many red checks in the game, but interesting. Seems like the point of this game is victory. The absence of defeat on all fronts. Victory in business ventures and creative undertakings. Victory in love and over other people. Political victory. Ideological victory. Heck, even sexual victory. Definitely a lot of object-based victories too. Having things and not losing them. One problem though. Not a lot of victors in sight. Everyone's mostly losing. Why is that, and how do you not lose? Wow. That's a good one. Well, we could finish this one out. We only have an hour and 15 minutes left on this one. And then I might spend another point in getting this. I don't know why, but I really feel like I should be putting points into the actual skills, but the thoughts have been calling to me. They're just really interesting to me. I've been enjoying it, but I feel like I should be putting more points into this, but we'll see. I love that she picked out red and blue dice, though.
Not the most original, I know. But sometimes the obvious choice is obvious because it's best.
That's true.
Here, catch. They're a gift from me.
Oh, she's the best. I'm gonna try my best to catch the dice. Please catch them.
Smooth
Oh,
move.
good.
You snatch the dice out of the air with one hand, just like you're in a movie.
Wink at the dice maker. Yeah, I'll be sure, but we gotta add to it.
Oh, what are the odds? The red one is made of bloodstone with a lapis lazuli inlay, and the blue one is the inverse. I believe these dice are your lucky charm, officer.
I love her so much. We got, okay, our top 3 best friends. Kim, the Thai, and now this lady who we are gonna call Nina. Or Nea. Whatever, yes. Top 3 best friends. Oh, Nea, Joyce, and Noid. I don't know who Noid is. I don't know if I've met Noid. I do love Joyce. I love Joyce too. We have so many good friends. I love that. We have quite the friend group on this in this game, which based on the setting you wouldn't really expect. Yeah, gotta include Kim. Gotta.
She winked back at you. Can you believe it? You truly are Mr. Smooth Moves.
Aw, now my self-confidence has boosted. Look at you. Good job.
You definitely need luck in Martinez. Was there anything else?
She's the best. Oh, yeah. We can't wait. There's too many names. Too many names. They're not gonna all fit on the shirt. It's just gonna be like really long. That would be so funny to have one of those shirts though that just starts from like the collar and goes all the way down. Just so many names. I'd buy that. That'd be funny. Or it'd be really cute. Maybe I'll do some fan art at some point of all of them. Just like a big like group hug or group shot. That'd be really cute. Just all the friends. All the buddies. That was amazing. I love her. Let's look at my dice. Oh, I like they're in the items so you can technically sell them, but I will never sell these. These are my treasured possessions for all time. Oh, okay, I'm gonna read what this says because it's interesting. These two 20-sided dice have the colors of a police alarm, bloodstone for red and lapis lazuli for blue. If you roll them and squint your eyes, it looks like you're arriving on the scene, and it's raining. Note, look at the map tab in journal to see which white checks have opened. So this These dice have opened new checks for me? The cargo container door opened back up. Why would the dice cause me to be able to open the cargo door again? Am I gonna try and do the cargo door again? I think I am. I'm fascinated why the dice would add anything. I don't have any more checks in here that I need to do I? Warded door? I don't remember where the warded door is. I think it's the door that goes into this place because you can knock it down, but I have the key, so I don't know why I would do that. Oh, I have the ice cream maker. We'll go do that, and then we'll go look at the cargo door again because apparently that's open now. Fortune has smiled upon me because I have cool dice. I mean, that's every D&D's person dream. I basically got inspiration and can re-roll. Alright, we're gonna try and open up this ice cream maker. Do I have a pry bar? Yes.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
My pry bar is not good enough to try and do this. I don't have a better instrument. So my skill's probably not gonna work, but we're just gonna try it just cause.
The ice squeaks beneath the pry bar. You think you've got the bar jammed in there pretty well, but the lid simply won't budge.
Bad.
You see the pry bar's metal handle bending right before your very eyes.
Oh no, did I just break my pry bar?
Yeah, well, that's a good pry bar. I'm not criticizing it, but this ice cream maker is frozen shut. It takes an advanced tool to get it open.
Oh, the time is almost 1800. I might not have given enough time to de-thaw at this point. It's day 2, 1800.
I have no idea, officer. This ice cream maker isn't important enough to requisition a special tool.
What do you mean this isn't special enough, Kim? It's day 2.
Sooner or later, you will stumble upon a tool mighty enough. Then we will know what's in this mysterious ice cream maker.
Soon. Soon I will be able to know the mysteries of the ice cream container. Soon.
Only the red cable is plugged in.
It never de-thaws? Weird. Is it some sort of... So it is gated after me getting a, some sort of tool, which makes sense if it has something important in it. We'll wait. The tool is all important? That sounds ominous. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what sort of thing, we get. Okay, upwards we go. Oh, I don't blame you. This game is complex. I'm very interested what a second playthrough of this game would like reveal to me, I guess. Just because I feel like there's so much like, that's a fun thing about detective games. There's so much like foreshadowing and layers. You can see like where all the pieces that you missed before are. But there's also a lot of things world building wise that I bet I haven't completely understood. So. Alright, cargo door. I have dice now. Bend to my will.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
My dice set has added, but I still have such a low ability to do this. I already have a point put in that. I can't put another point into rhetoric. Alright, let's try and do it. Nope.
As it's always been, it's impossible to open a container with rhetoric. Maybe you're losing your mind.
Oh, I bet. I love rewatching people play games that I absolutely love. Like I rewatch people playing like the I feel like, what are some of the streams that I watch a lot? I watch people play through the Quarry a lot. That's definitely a comfort stream. Any of those like dark anthology games, I enjoy doing that. I'm gonna have to watch some other people play through this then, because I'm sure there's tons of stuff that I'm missing. So, just because like it feels like your starting like stats determine so much about how your game can go. So I'm gonna definitely maybe do a second playthrough of my in the future, but also it'd be fun to watch some other people play this. Oh, interesting. I'm awful with names and don't know celebrities really, but the name sounds familiar. That sounds like an interesting person to watch play through the Quarry. Alright, I still have my flashlight on. We don't need that on still anymore. Okay, what's there left to look at? 1800. Oh, slightly problematic, huh? It's hard to find celebrities that aren't nowadays. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that, but I'll definitely have to look out for it. That sounds like a fun time. What can we do? Oh, no, I want Kim. We might just need to pass some time. I don't think there's really a whole lot left for me to do. We have a couple different things with Joyce apparently, but I don't know what those are particularly. We can do the map wall. Let's go try that one. Yeah, we've been waiting. We have to wait until 2100 to go to the apartment. That's when we can meet with him. That's what I think it says. Yeah, 2100. So we're just trying to kill a couple hours until then. But I think you can buy a book to kill time, so I might need to do that We'll see. Let's go look at this map wall really fast.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing
Oh
to
no,
see
that's
here.
not the mall. Where is the wall? I don't remember where this is. Oh, it's in the financial district. It might be in the RPG place. Okay. Well, let's go, talk to Joyce then. Since we're over here. We'll go talk to Joyce, kill some time, then maybe buy a book to wait it out. Hello, Joyce. I'm back.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Okay. Tell me about Wild Pines. What do you do?
We do. I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
What do they do?
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things.
Okay.
And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
She enjoys talking about the company. It would not hurt to inquire more.
Okay. How much money does Wild Pines have?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
It's a lot of money, and she loves her company. She is a nerd for this company.
A billion?
My brain is like, what's a billion? What? I don't know any more than 30 real. What exactly is a billion? I'm gonna ask that. What exactly is a billion?
It's a number, officer. A big one.
Thank you. Oh, did you finally finish moving your TV? Oh, I'm glad you got it worked up now. Are you watching the stream on your TV? I feel like that should be its first first use.
It's made of 1,000 millions. A million is made of 1,000 thousands.
Whoa. Just to go like, oh, that's a lot of numbers. That means nothing. Thank you.
Yes, past a certain point, numbers begin to seem imaginary. But they are quite real for the 72,000 employees who depend on Wild Pines for their paychecks.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Required advanced physics to move your TV. Oh, well, I'm glad you got it. Good job.
A conglomerate the size of Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving and growing, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It is a tremendous responsibility.
I'm glad that she feels like she has that responsibility. I feel like, I don't know, in my head, business owners like that large of companies don't always think about the employees and how important just a single job can be for someone. At least that's how it, I don't know, media portrays things. There's some great companies out there. There's some not great companies, you know, usuals. But I like her as a character because she's very different than the normal like business person. I feel like stereotype. She's awesome. In conclusion, Joyce is awesome. Where does Wild Pines get all these billions?
They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Easterlers 250 years ago, when Pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lormantang on behalf of the suzerain.
Okay.
Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
I love calling something the Great Unrest. I don't know what geographical feature that is in this world, but that's such a cool name. What does a huge system want with a place like this?
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
Oh, this place is very important then. 8% is a lot when you get that number, that high in numbers.
There are no minor cogs in the system. Each terminal must be accounted for, lest the entire system break.
I got
Every
another
hiccup
thought.
in such a system means thousands lose their jobs, the world over. I'm here to assure that doesn't happen.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
I do want to help. I want to help. I want to make sure no one dies. That's what I want to help with. Okay, so I have some things, checks for her, but I don't know where they are.
I fear I've told you all I know. It's an Oranese map of the waterways, or some version of it. It depicts the travels this man made.
I don't think it's in here.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Is it here?
Of course. Anything to help.
I feel like it's so buried. It must not be that important because it's so buried. The Pale? I think we've heard the Pale, but I don't remember what it is. Is that like some sort of sea? Is the Pale sea sort of? It sounds something like it would be like that. Okay, the info about reality is related. Okay, let's look at that.
It has been the bearer of bad news.
Reality.
More lessons in basic
Ah,
reality.
there it is.
My
Thank
favorite
you.
part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Ah, here we go. See, if there's something that I don't have underneath it, it would be nice if it was orange, but I understand it. Okay. Legendary. What is something close to you?
It remains a mystery what you mean by this
Sad.
something close. This isn't about you. It's about reality.
Sad. Okay, whatever. What is the Pale?
The Pale is not, technically speaking, part of reality.
Huh?
Yes. Also, I think we've had enough excitement for today. We do have a case to attend to.
I asked one question and Kim is
His
done.
voice is low, but firm. All she can say is,
Of course, Lieutenant. Let's try something else.
No, I want to know what you mean, why the Pale is not part of reality.
Ma'am, remember you are dealing with a very sensitive and impressionable police officer who is still recovering from a recent medical episode.
Oh, so this is something that I can grab onto to fuel my craziness, and Kim is upset.
The Lieutenant's right. Let's change topics. What do you want to know? Anything.
Okay, so after we, interesting. After we come, back, we have a couple things. This is big. Okay, I'm excited. I'm excited. This feels, because I always have felt that there's some sort of, like, underlying eldritch horror, like, elements to this game and this world, and so if this is what it is, oh, I'll be so excited. Okay, so we have a couple things we need to do once we don't have Kim with us anymore. But I want him around with us when we go visit that guy in his apartment. So, we need to talk to her We need to go get the boots off the dead guy. Sort of astute. Well, at least I'm close. Just more of me wanting the Eldritch Horror kind of elements. Oh wait, we won't be able to get the boots off the guy because Kim will be gone. Oh no. I just put that together. Okay, I'm excited. I'm excited.
But she wants to tell you.
I will come back.
You could sneak back later when he's not around, unless you can convince him to step aside.
Oh, I could just ask him. Okay, don't overthink this one, just ask him to go away. That's fine, let's try it, why not?
Good idea.
Okay.
Just ask him. He won't make a scene.
Alright, can I ask her?
Fine.
Oh, thanks. That worked.
See? What can he do? You're a grown man.
Now, what is the pail?
Are you sure you're sure? Your colleague seemed adamant.
Yeah, but I want to know. Tell me.
Okay. The Pale is the most dominant geological feature of the world, Detective. The separative tissue between the islas. It is the inter-islary mass.
Yeah, what is an isla?
Isla is a Messinian word for a continent of matter, enveloped on all sides by the Pale. Also, isolation, or landmass. We used to believe there was only one. In the last 4 centuries, we have discovered 7.
Oh, right. This whole world is like individual land masses separated, right? I remember her vaguely telling us something about that.
Mundi, Seol, Samara, Ilmara, Grad, Katla, and this, Insulinde.
And Insulinde is?
An oceanic isla.
Okay.
It comprises mostly of water. Muindi is the largest, Katla the coldest, Insulinde the bluest. What can I say? Each is perishing and dear.
So all the different places are almost their own little worlds. Interesting. What's the Pale like?
Achromatic, odorless, featureless. The Pale is the enemy of matter and life. It is not like any other, or anything in the world. It is the transition state of being into nothingness.
So it's just nothing? But how do you get between it? We'll start with the top and work our way down. Is it here?
No, Detective. We're safe. It begins there, 6,000 kilometers to the north, and even more to the south, east, and west. You are in the middle of the Isla.
You can literally just keep walking and basically fall off the earth. Alright.
As your gaze instinctively turns north, a small black pit opens up in your stomach.
6,000 kilometers from the end of the world.
Yes. That is enough. Many cities are built much closer.
Interesting.
An uproar of matter, darling. Rising into the Pale. Rolling. Evaporating even. A great vision. The area of transition between the world and the Pale is called Porch Collapse.
Interesting. That's super cool to go, like, reverse waterfall of matter. That's cool.
Imagine a grey coronal mist, cold vapor marked by spores of an opportunistic microorganism, a mold that's adapted to grow at the edge of the unrest. It's
It grows?
the most disco thing you will ever see.
It's disco time. What are its physical qualities?
It's difficult to describe, or even measure. Something whose fundamental property is the suspension of properties. Physical, epistemological, linguistic.
Oh yeah, if it has no properties, how do you describe it?
The further into Pale you travel, the steeper the degree of suspension. right down to the mathematical. Numbers stop working. No one has yet passed the number barrier. It may be impossible.
Numbers stop working? So I guess, like, physics stops? It is it's one of those, like, oh, that has a term in, like, literature about making up scientific terms. It has some sort of term to it, but I don't remember what it is, but that is a good one. Porch collapse does sound pretty awesome. I love this. This is a really cool bit of lore for this world. A game where you, like, explored the Pale would be so fun. It is a black hole. Yeah. Wait, do numbers stop working in a black hole? Is that where the connection's coming from? Scientistic? I don't know. I feel like it's some conlang is not what I'm thinking of. My brain is not coming up with the term. But it's like, I think it came about because of like Star Trek and that sort of thing, because there's so many terms that they just come up with in Star Trek. Something like that. So yes, my question, how do you get from Isola to Isola? Because a game about that would be so cool.
Oh, it is so difficult for us.
It makes sense.
A squall of birds. Hardware operating in the harbor. Firm. Self-evident.
It is possible to force dimensions on the Pale. In modern times, we can even compress
Technobabble.
its
That's
latitude,
exactly what I was thinking of.
bouncing radio waves from one end to the other, shortening the path.
Oh, they bend it? Like, string theory? That's cool. Yes, Technobabble was what I was thinking of. Yes. And good Technobabble really sells, like, anything you're trying to say in the game. It's great. Or in any sort of world with science that doesn't make sense here.
But it is still hard for humans to navigate the Pale without getting lost. Or having our minds damaged.
I mean, if numbers stop working, I would imagine why it would damage our mind.
Extensively.
Star Trek was everything. Quantum foam, the nothing from ever understanding. Yeah. Yeah. All these things are... It's so cool. I'm trying to think if my guy passed through the Pale. He drank so much he got sent to the Pale and got memory loss and became crazy. I don't think that's true, but that would be funny.
Some say the damage stems from extreme sensory deprivation. Others argue that Pale somehow consists of past information that's degrading, that it's rarefied past, not rarefied matter.
Rarefied past? Oh, it's like compressed time? That'd be really cool.
They call
Which
it
would
the
add to
blend
the string
over
theory
of the
kind
self.
of thing.
The Pale does not only suspend the laws of physics, but also the laws of psychology, maybe history even. The human mind becomes over-radiated by past.
That's so cool. What does this over-radiation feel like?
It feels terrible. Absolutely terrible. International standards strictly limit civilian travelers to 6 days of Pale exposure per year.
Huh. But you have traveled through it?
No, nameless detective of the Citizens Militia. I am a member of the Entropanetic Business Class. I'm cleared and trained for 22 days of Pale transit annually.
A lot more than the average person. She's, well trained.
Perhaps that explains her strange pining after the revolution. Some degraded early memories.
Oh. She's has some fondness because she's gotten some memory for the revolution. That'd be cool. You get like, oh, that explains that old woman lorry driver that like falls into memories that we were talking to. That she like, yeah, I'm gonna ask, do lorry, because if lorry drivers pass through the Pale and they get memories or like past events like put into their mind, that would explain that old woman lorry driver.
Yes, carried in the hulls of airships. It's a horrific job. Automation will abolish it soon.
So that's why. Oh. Yep, she is the Pale. Yeah, Pale driver. Oh, that's so cool. You can just like get past events like put into your mind by going through this. That's so cool.
You should ask the pal driver about this. See what she says.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. I'm glad I'm working faster than the game.
That poor woman must have stories to tell, like you wouldn't imagine.
Oh yeah. I want to talk to her now. Are you overrated?
Up to my gills, officer.
Yes. The answer is yes. What is entroponetic?
Entroponetics is the scientific study of the Pale, or a recent iteration of it by way of Grad. The study of the Pale reaches back 6,000 years. The Pericarnassians called it the Western Plain.
Did they cross it?
There are signs of pre-modern crossings. Successful navigation of the Pale relies not just on technical know-how, but intensive psychological preparation. Some of these tactics have been known for thousands of years.
What has entroponetics changed then?
Nothing. We remain powerless before the Pale. The only real advance in Pale transit is the speed with which an aerostatic craft can pierce it. Less exposure leads to less effects later.
I know this game company, like, has, I think, what I was told in the past had some problems and they don't actually own, like, the IP anymore and can't really do anything for, but I would so love to play a game about going through the Pale. That'd be so cool. What is an aerostatic craft?
Hybrid airships, detective. Conventional rotors or jet engines no longer add velocity after the point of reference for motion is suspended, once you've crossed from near Pale to far Pale.
Yeah, physics just stopped working. That makes sense.
In essence, we throw them in and they come out the other end. If we throw them precisely.
Like a paper airplane, just like whoosh.
Then they don't.
Rip to them. How much Pale is there compared to these Isolas?
The Pale outweighs reality 2 to 1. There is more Pale than there is matter, and the ratio is slipping. What do you think, detective?
Oh, jeez. The Pale is growing.
Precisely. One of the few measurable effects of the Pale is that it is expanding at an unknown rate.
So we're not gonna have, eventually, it'll just be all Pale. There'll be no land left.
An intuitive conclusion of that development is that one day the Pale will cover everything. But this sort of talk is mostly left to extremists.
Where would we go?
Most people, and indeed most private and government sector organizations, entire civilizations and religions even, find handy ways to ignore or downplay that knowledge. I suggest you do the same.
Apocalypse Cop.
Off we go. You see the hanged man's mouth open.
Oof. Off we go into the wild Pale yonder. Oh, that is what he said. Oh.
One and all. They say Pale is death, but for the universe.
Eventually the universe dies. All things come to an end, even reality.
Why should we just leave, and the world get left behind?
Deep. Wow. Wow, that is fascinating as lore concept. That's so cool. I bet because I've already am the sorry cop, I probably can't get Apocalypse Cop or any different types of cops, but Apocalypse Cop would be so cool.
Yes, sweet reality. But before we do, tell me, Detective,
Oh?
is this the first time you're hearing this? Do you really not remember anything?
I sometimes get a vague sense of my past, but it's not a good past.
Then tell me, what do you think of the Pale?
Oh, so many things. Alright, so many options. Let's see. I love number 5. We can totally stop this world-ending just thing with communism. It's an anti-communist force. What about this makes this political? I don't understand if it's some sort of allegory for something, but making this thing relate to anything political seems odd. Yeah, it definitely can relate to probably like climate change and that sort of thing, and will eventually, there will be the death of the universe, all of that, so you know. But it doesn't seem to be, I don't know. I'm just gonna say it's disco, because I think it's really, really cool.
Mm-hmm.
He observed my bloodshot eyes and swollen face.
You really didn't know. This does not spell good for the investigation, Detective. If you don't know even this, then...
I asked you about the basics of reality, and now that I didn't know anything about the Pale, you're questioning me? This investigation will be my masterpiece. The one they remember me by. I promise. I don't know about making that promise, but I'm gonna try my dang best. Oh, market colonization because the real Pale is in Ireland. Okay. So it is some sort of allegory for something. That's neat. I tend to take things fairly at face value, so the allegory, the current moment is going over my head. But as a world building tool, I think it's fascinating. No, I believe. I'm gonna promise.
I hope so. I truly do. If I may suggest, hold on to your colleague, Kitsuragi. I ran a check on him and he is very competent. In the meanwhile...
He is very competent. He's my best buddy.
Some of that assurance is meant for herself, as much as it's meant for you. She must have a lot on the line here.
Yeah, she has a lot on the line here. People have a lot of the line here. There's a lot of death that can happen.
You have me. I will assist you in any way I can, even if we have to do it one basic term at a time.
Aww, thanks.
Good. You have not passed out from it. Perhaps I worried for nothing. Are we still on the reality lowdown, or should we do actual police work now?
Oh, Kim. That was insane, Kim.
Yes, well, the rest of us have dealt with it for thousands of years, so...
Kim does not enjoy this concept.
You will have to deal with it, too, the lieutenant thinks. This is why I didn't want you to know.
Oh, Kim struggles with it, so he didn't want us to be aware of it. No, I think knowing and thinking about this kind of stuff is good. I don't think being in the dark about it helps anyone. I don't think there was anything else to talk to her about, so let's get to work.
Good luck, detectives.
That was fascinating. Very cool. Okay. So I just realized that we are not going to be able to get the boots off the guy if, we don't, because we're going to send Kim with the body away. And I really want those boots. So we're gonna try and get, I don't think this is gonna work, but maybe Kim won't care. Maybe Kim won't care. We'll see. Okay. Down we go. Okay, we're gonna try and get the boots off the body. We're gonna save though really fast in case Kim gets mad at us. Oh, if he, I don't think he goes away for the whole next day. Fairly certain. The second half of the world opens up? Heck yeah! Oh, I'm so excited. No, I think Kim only goes away for like the next, like, he goes away for the whole day of whatever day you send him away on, I think. I'm looking up on my phone really fast. Not a weird thing to type into my search chat, no. He will not return until the following morning. So I think... I think it's like if I send him away now, he'll be back tomorrow morning. He will just leave for the remainder of the day. So it's just the remainder of the day. Okay, so I could go talk to this guy at the apartment with Kim, and then I'll send Kim away with the body. But I want to try and get these boots off the body.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly.
Yes, I would like to have your boots.
I thought we decided to leave it to processing. Let's not turn this into some kind of circus.
Dang it. Kim is like, no. Yeah, I don't think... I'm not going to be able to get the boots because I'm going to send the body away this evening. So I'll never be free of Kim. Okay. Does the dead body have something else to say? Oh, I can ask him how he likes it in the fridge. What do you think of the fridge, body?
I like it a lot, brother. This really is your finest hour. You're a genius. A regular Corporangelo.
Appalangelo, huh? I'll take it. That's fun.
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
Yeah, that's already happened once. My guess is I'll see you again, so... Okay. Let's maybe wait on a bench, or go read a book, or something to kill some time. I think we can read a book to kill time. Okay. Have I talked to you? Oh, she's just reading to herself. Your book any good?
Yes? Hello?
Hello.
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
Yeah, but what book you're reading?
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much.
Okay, I'll stop messing with you.
This was a tremendously useful interlude.
Kim, I'm trying to kill time. Not every single moment needs to be productive. Okay, we need to buy some books. That looks like a bookshelf. Or maybe that. Let's look.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over.
Crime books?
A couple of spook novels hide amidst all the detective books. Thrilling tales of spycraft and daring do.
I'll look through all the books.
Crime fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers.
This says the police officer game.
These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends.
Okay.
What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives.
Yeah.
Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
The game was just like, do you want a list of books? Yeah, I do.
You see, Dick Mullen on the job. Get Me Mullen. The Stalwart Adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the Murder in the Orchard. The Sordid Affair of Dick Mullen. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the murder house. The final case of Dick Mullen. An obvious lie. Dick Mullen in the clock tower. The ordeals of Dick Mullen. Dauntless Dick. Dick Mullen's funeral pyre. The murder of Dick Mullen.
He dies?
Oh no, turns out he faked it to solve a case.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Of course he did. Any more?
Yes,
There's so
also
many.
the dame who did it. Farewell, my Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series. The morbid tales of Dick Mullen. A dark tide turns.
So many.
Tragedy
Oh,
calls
there's so
for Dick
many.
Mullen. Another
made a
one with
mistake.
fake death. And, of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer.
Well, that's a dark path for Dick Mullen.
Come on, this is not the way real police solve crimes. The real police are some 20 kilometers away, sitting in an armored motor carriage.
Come on, Chester. Tell the story again.
Oh. Huh? The real police. Okay. Am I hearing the real police?
Again? Man, I tell that one at least once a month. It's not that interesting.
Oh no, this is we talked to these guys when we were calling our police station.
The fuck it is. And these guys haven't heard it. You see, Chester here.
Chester faked his own death once.
Gosh, why?
A very fucking dangerous case, ain't that right, Chester? They almost got you that time.
Yeah, sure came close. Alright, so I was tailing this guy called Francis the Shoe.
After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen?
I just had that little interlude, but I didn't get the actual story. Interesting, but one of my coworkers had to fake his death? That's... Alright, way to go. Drama. Who is Dick Mullen?
Your quick eye notices a small caterpillar crawling across the spine of a book. The title reads, Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity.
Alright, he has a mistaken identity.
A worn paperback from Dick Mullen's classic hard-boiled phase. The premise seems to be that Dick Mullen is framed for the murder of his best friend and has just a few days to prove his innocence.
Why does this speak to me? I wonder why, Harry.
Could it be the motifs of unstable identities and shocking betrayals?
I'm a complicated guy, full of contradictions.
Then this is the book for you.
Ooh. I don't have enough money for that. I only spend 4.5 real, or I don't have enough money for, rent. I think I can spend some items. Do I buy the book and then hope to be able to sell enough things? It does feel important and foreshadowy. Yeah, I'm gonna buy it. That sounds fun. It seems up my guy's alley. It seems... Yeah, well, I think we can make our money back. I think we can make 3 real before... Yeah, let's do it.
Of course. Such violence and immorality. I mean, enjoy.
Hey, don't judge my purchase. Leave me alone. Alright, let's go sell some of our items, some of our postcards. Not our dice. We love our dice. And make sure we have enough money for rent nights. Okay, let's sell some stuff.
If you don't mind, please put the flashlight away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Some of us have photonic sensitivities.
Sorry.
I do appreciate it.
Sorry, I forgot you have photosensitive. Sorry. My bad. Okay.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Oh, what tape? Boombox I bought. It should play this tape, right?
Of course. It's in working order still, isn't it? Just pick your tape and set it spinning. It all starts with the tape.
But what tape? I don't remember what tape I have, but anyway. Something else to sell.
Sure. Let me have a look. Anything else
Okay.
you're thinking of selling?
I would like to sell this postcard. I'd like to sell this postcard. I don't want to get rid of. I found this guy's picture of him and his like ass-like significant other, and I don't want to sell it. We can pawn this. I bought this. That feels stupid to pawn. I feel like I need to keep this for the case. Okay. We still don't have enough for Real. Whoops. I like to sell some clothes.
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment.
Oh.
And especially that tie. It swallows photons around it. I have no need for necrotic objects.
No, we must keep things. Don't worry. I don't sell non-important. I mean, I only sell the non-important things. It's especially that tie.
Your mother is a necrotic object! I'm fun! Look at me sparking in the light of the projector!
He is fun. The tie is fun. Okay. Alright, I don't have anything else
Another
to sell.
time, perhaps.
And I am short money. Whoops. Alright, that's fine. Book was worth it to kill some time. It does sound like Mega Man! Oh my gosh, you're so right. It does sound like Mega Man. Apparently it's a check at the very beginning of the game that if you fail, you just don't have a tie that talks the whole game. But also I think Inland Empire helps with it. We're gonna talk to this lorry driver lady. Let's talk to her really fast. Hello.
Lowman, you caught me at an opportune moment. This awful weather keeps me awake. You can entertain me with your questions.
Oh, okay. I think I know what's going on with you. You know, a normal thing to start a conversation with.
And what is that?
Yes, one of the few things in this run. We've succeeded on a few key things. We've failed a lot, but we have succeeded on a few key things. You transport things through the Pale, you know, like your name.
Great. He asked the Pines rep about the Pale, and now he's talking to everyone about it.
Kim. Please, Kim, it's fascinating. We're killing time.
Fine then. Just try not to black out again, and don't contemplate. We don't have time for that.
Don't contemplate. And Kim just goes up to you. No thinking. You're not allowed to think. Everything is related to the Pale. My condition, the case, everything. It's all intropernetic. No, I'm contemplating, Kim. I'm drawing existential conclusions from this.
Exactly what I didn't want you to do. Ma'am, my partner wanted to know if you work in Pale Transport.
Kim is like, dang it.
No offense. But your partner? Seems like a bit of an idiot.
I mean, hey, but you're right, but hey.
Republica, a filterless cigarette from Misk.
I love Kim. I love Kim so much. just telling her that she calls me an idiot, and then I go, your cigarette's not very healthy. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna be insecure. I'm not an idiot. I'm a detective. I'm not an idiot. Yeah. I blacked out and lost all memory of the world.
Like Gabriel Buenguerro in Pergunte a Poeira. You're the opposite of me, then. I remember everything. Even things I never knew.
There's a person that's like me?
The smell of liquor on Gabriel's lips after the shoot. In the motor park. The roses on the day of Franco Negro's coronation. On the grand stairs of Ryle. The smoke from the Fowling piece when Dolores Day was shot.
That's so cool.
The look on her face, like an orgasm. The wound in her chest. My hand in my father's hand. Except I never had a father. And I never shot her innocent as Dolores Day.
You just know so many things from the past. That's so cool.
Heroic doses, Hervé. Heroic.
Non-smoking PSA. Yeah, you're totally right. Isn't it dangerous to have that many doses?
Thought insertion? Dithering? The Grad Catalan Magistral? It's more than dangerous. It's sad. But at first I had to make a living. Now...
I would be sad seeing all those moments of history, like, firsthand. But I bet it, I don't know. Increases your empathy.
When you've seen it all go away like that, rolling off like the sea, and then come back to this? What are we doing here? For thousands of years, Gabriel. It doesn't have to be like this. We can just give up. We can just become a vapor.
I don't think we should just give up. I don't think... But what does it look like?
Like looking into the ocean at night. In the dark.
And?
You cannot see it, but you know it's there. And it's big, bigger than anything. Bigger than all the other things combined.
A thing that doesn't have matter is big. What does it feel like?
Nothing. Until it starts. When you are deep enough. Then, for me, it's like autumn. Dark, gray, and orange. The orange of street lights and the color of streets in the electric light. It smells like autumn too. It smells terrible.
It's a very similar description of when we were trying to think about our name, and we said that it felt like autumn, and smelled like something. Interesting.
Nostalgia. Cooped up in the cabin, shaking. Terrible nostalgia. For yourself. For humans. It's too much to bear. She loves it.
Yeah, just looking into the past, wanting what was interesting. How do you pass through it?
In the belly of an airship, behind the stair windows. So you don't look straight into it. It's not advised to look into it.
But you look into it. Not on this story, then.
No, the same one, a roller. They all are nowadays. Special wheels for connecting to the floor of the hold.
Interesting. Said you just become vapor?
Yes.
Oh man, okay. Some odd sentence structure there. I'd rather have what I have than what you have. I would rather have what you have than what I have. I feel I already have what you have in some way. Okay, so relating our lack of memory to her memories of everything. Would you rather have memories of the past and people's memories that you've never experienced, or would you rather not know anything? No, I don't think it's. It is a lack of reality in some way, but it almost feels like she. I am a huge history person. I think it's fascinating and really cool and adds so much to the world when you know, like, where we've come from and what we've gone through and the patterns that we see. And so I think it'd be amazing, probably be sad, to have all those memories and people, but I also think you'd, I don't know, give you more empathy. Seeing all the different walks of life. I'd rather have what she has than knowing nothing of the world.
They say there is a point, one that I have not crossed. In the Pale, super deep. If you stray too far, of course, on the U41A, or in Lomonosov's land, where every step you take is one step further from home, no matter the direction.
I do not need more empathy. I mean, sometimes over letting other people's emotions influence your own is not healthy. But I think seeing people from all walks of life and going, there are people, everyone is equally in some ways striving for something. I don't know. I think it's cool. I think being able to connect with people is always good.
It's a point you cannot come back from. Your mind becomes so radiant with the past, there is a flip. Instead of writing, it erases memory, nearing some kind of indescribable finale.
It doesn't sound like she has any control of what memories you get. It becomes, there's a flip. Instead of writing, it erases memory. So okay, the Pale has some sort of thing to do with my condition.
Maybe you've been down the motorway south. It's a story as lone horsemen tell. Lone horsemen, Khalifa, not Pale drivers. Way beyond the established Pale that's lit by radio frequencies, where it goes silent.
Hard pass, thank you. Okay, but if you could choose to experience moments in history from someone's perspective, what would you choose? I think personally it'd be fascinating to like see the perspective of like one of the apostles, like Peter or like Paul. I think that'd be really cool to see those memories. I mean, we kind of have that, but to like, I don't know, to really get into their heads, I think that'd be really cool. It'd also be really fun, I think, to like look back at like ancient Rome or something like that. Yeah, on the same wavelength, Milanoff. Nice. Heck yeah. Ancient Rome would be really cool. I don't know. I think it's a fascinating idea. Or even like some of the civilizations that we like know nothing about, just to kind of get a feel for them, of like what it's like to be them. It'd be so fun. Can you tell I'm a bit of a anthropology nerd as well?
And dark, and the process begins. Erasure, kilometer by kilometer, in any direction. The motorway south is a road you cannot come back from.
What is at the end of the Motorway South?
No one knows what's at the end. I've only glimpsed the beginning.
Oh, she's seen it. Interesting.
I've only felt it in the distance when I was a child. A child rowing on the lake.
I have no idea if that's a Star Trek episode. I've only seen Next Generation. I haven't seen any of the original one. Oh, you're right. That does sound vaguely familiar. I haven't seen Next Gen, like any of those episodes since I was in junior high, but that does sound very familiar. I'll have to rewatch that one. A fascinating thought experience. But she felt it when she was rowing on the lake and you just experiencing it during normal. I make references that aren't Next Generation. I don't know, you could have been making a reference to the first generation or the one what's Voyager? Is that one it? Yeah.
Josiane.
Oh, she's gone.
There is nothing more to do now. She's far away.
Oh, she's gone.
You've fried both your brains enough for today, detective.
We're both like...
Let's get some air. This one's far gone.
I couldn't take the OG series. It was too datedly corny for me, unfortunately. That was fascinating conversation. New thoughts. This is interesting. I wonder if I slipped into Motorway South while I was totally losing it. Alright, let's head to the new apartment, or that apartment, and then we'll read our book for 2 hours. And kill some time, because I don't think there's anything else that we really have to do while we wait. I like that when it gets like nighttime, there's almost a really intense vignette over everything. It adds to, I don't know, the closing feeling. I like it. Okay, so we need to go up here. How do I get upstairs? The bathroom, we don't need to be in there. Here we go. Oh, what's this? Oh, I can't open that. Never mind. I'm glad you're having a good time. Popcorn is a good, just sit and watch kind of snack for sure. I mean, that's literally what it's, the main use is. I had popcorn a couple nights ago. It hits the spot sometimes. Alright, let's read our book. Interact. Book. Interact.
In your hand, you hold Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity. The brittle paperback feels fragile to the touch.
Start reading.
The story opens with a knock at the door. Detective Dick Mullin is greeted by an old friend, Charlie Spillane, who's come to Mullin to ask a favor on this dark and cold night.
I got a breakthrough? Oh, breakthrough imminent. That means my kingdom of conscience is about to finish. Nice. Yes, go get yourself some popcorn. Did the bird smell ever leave? I did burn my popcorn. It's still in the kitchen. It's gone from the rest of the house. Burnt popcorn is the worst. Okay.
Spillane needs Mullin to drive him in from Vespa to a small town along the Insulindian coast. Despite his friend's apparent agitation, Mullin does as he's asked, then returns home, where he passes out drunk, as he does most nights.
Oh, definitely a character our Mr. Harry can relate to.
An extremely unprofessional and hurtful stereotype that's offensive to all upstanding officers of the law.
Sure. It's not like what we've done, no.
But also extremely accurate in your case.
Yep, there it is. Yeah, I am trying now. We're trying.
Give it time. You'll fall off the wagon sooner or later.
No, I believe in Harry.
2 days later, Mullin is arrested by the Vesper police and charged with the murder of Charlie Spillane. At his interrogation, Mullin learns that Charlie Spillane was shot in a bar in the very town Mullin dropped him off in by a man matching Mullin's description.
Okay. I have an offensive stereotype for my profession. Yikes.
Desperate to clear his name, Mullin manages to convince the Vesper police to release him for 3 days so that Mullin may solve his friend's murder and prove his innocence.
The cops release their prime murder suspect so you can find the real killer? Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's a very popular trope.
What's the matter, detective?
I'm talking to my book and getting mad about how inaccurate it is.
The lieutenant shrugs, resigned to the idea that his profession will rarely, if ever, be accurately represented in art and literature. They're not shitting you, detective. This is what the writers think passes for police procedure.
Okay, so Mullin didn't do it.
Of course, Mullin didn't do it. That's the whole premise of the book. Anyway, Mullin returns to the seaside bar where Spillane was murdered and meets a beautiful, mysterious woman named Diana de Nerva.
This is getting very meta, very fast, and we even met a beautiful woman that I'm sure is not going to break this detective's heart at all. Now it's getting interesting.
De Nerva reveals that she was Spillane's lover and that he was mixed up with a local amphetamine smuggling operation. As soon as Mullin begins pulling at strings, the whole conspiracy begins to unravel.
This is getting very meta.
Not only is the local police captain in on the amphetamine ring, so is the son of a powerful politician and a strung-out art collector named Torvald, each of whom has his own reasons for wanting Spillane dead.
Tell me about the corrupt police captain.
Outwardly, the old police captain is a real law and order crypto-fascist, a barrel-chested man who's beaten his share of suspects to pulp. But he's also dirty and increasingly paranoid that someone's going to expose his role in the drug ring.
That sounds kind of like Artie voice, but they've kind of admitted to that.
He would certainly have the motive and the means, but the captain walks with a noticeable limp from an old war injury. Is it possible that he was able to conceal it long enough to commit the murder?
Alright, tell me what the politician's done. Alright, we get to guess who committed the murder in the book.
A typical privileged twat. In all likelihood, he's just in over his head. He does bear a personal grudge against Spillane, though, a former prosecutor who nearly brought down his father's administration. The kid doesn't exactly have Dick Mullen's manly build, but he is the correct height, and while interrogating him at his home, Mullen did notice a certain overcoat that looks suspiciously like his own.
Kept it as a trophy, maybe? What about the art collector?
Torvald, the art collector, is a strung-out mess. Frankly, it's hard to imagine him holding a pistol steady enough to actually hit someone, let alone plug them 3 times in the chest the way Spillane got did. That said, Torvald and Spillane have a long history, and while interrogating him, Mullen discovers that Torvald was once involved with Deanna Deneuve. Could it be that this is all over a sordid love triangle?
Possible. That'd be a good
One
trope,
evening,
but it's never who you
Deanna
think it
Deneuve
is.
comes to Mullen's hostel room in tears. The two of them drink half a bottle of vodka, and soon they're seeking comfort in each other's arms. Yes,
Oh, I
comfort
healed.
and pleasure.
Nice.
The warmth of another human's touch. The burning taste of liquor on her full, sweet lips.
Books are healing.
Well, that testimony won't be admissible any longer.
Yeah. Whoops. How does Mullen expect to solve the murder if he's sleeping with witnesses? That's the question.
The man's a prosecutor's nightmare. Solving a murder counts for nothing if all the evidence gets thrown out in court over police misconduct.
Well.
That's just Dick Mullen's modus operandi. He might bend the rules, but he closes cases like no one else can. As the two lovers share a post-coital cigarette, Deanna Deneuve turns to Mullen and says, "By the way, Dick, there was something else I meant to tell you.
And then she gets shot.
I love you."
No, definitely not.
The name of the true killer.
No, probably not.
Whatever it is, Mullen never hears the words. A blow to the base of his skull knocks him out cold instantly.
Yeah, I think that's a good word to describe this right now.
When Mullen comes to, Deneuve is
her
dead
friend.
on the hostel bed
He's
next
here.
to him. To make matters worse, his clothes are covered with her blood.
Oh no.
Mullen trashes his blood-stained clothes and flees the hostel, knowing it's only a matter of hours before the cops discover Deneuve's body, if they haven't been tipped off already.
Whoops.
Fleeing a crime scene, destroying evidence. Even if Detective Mullen didn't commit the murder, he should be facing years behind.
Double framed. You can't get double framed, one cancels out the other. No, he is now double framed.
Dick Mullen won't be sent to the clink for the sake of some legal niceties.
No, I think I like that the spirit of the cops and authority are like pashing it out. They're just like, no.
The heat is on.
Okay, game. I
If
need to
Dick
close my
Mullen can't
book
solve
now.
both murders before the cops catch up to him, he's going away for life.
Oh no.
Can you solve the case before the cops close in?
No. Game, I need to close the book, please.
What is it, Detective?
Oh. There's so many sad questions that aren't meta for good old Harry at all. Why does everyone close to Dick Mullen wind up dead?
It's a dangerous line of work, but somebody has to do it. That's why Dick Mullen never lets anyone get too close. What's the matter? Afraid you've been hacking up your friends' bodies in the night?
No.
Have you gone over everyone? Is anybody missing?
Is anybody missing? Uh, my ex-wife? Why did he become a detective in the first place?
There was never a time when he wasn't a detective. He was born a detective.
But why is he like that?
Dick Mullen was made to crack skulls and solve cases. It's who he is. He could no more stop being a detective than a tiger could cease to be a predator in the night. For a moment, you cease to read the story on the page and see the book for what it is. A collection of brittle, cheaply printed pages held together by glue made from the hooves of horses.
Yeah, this is getting too real for my boy.
From nowhere, you hear the screech of sneakers on a waxed floor, and you feel the burn of rope against your hands. Are these figments of some other life?
Getting moments of my past life.
You won't find the answers you're looking for here, in other words.
Why not, game? Why bother solving crimes when the world is so evil?
Is it really so evil, detective?
There are parts worth saving.
Like what?
Friends and family.
Do you even have those?
I've got Kim.
Just make sure you don't lose him. You'll not find another like him.
Kim is the best.
It's true in more ways than you know.
I won't lose him. I'm gonna protect him with everything I have.
But then, what does this book know? It's just a poorly made piece of pulp garbage made to be consumed and discarded.
I figured it all out.
So, who did it, detective? Who killed Charlie Spillane and Deanna Deneuve?
Ooh, okay. Who do we think did the murder? Each one probably corresponds to someone in the game. My bet goes to the politician's son. That's who I'm leaning for. Love did them in. I don't think Love shot the guy. Alright, we're gonna go with the politician's son.
Could be. Who knows? Only one way to find out.
Finish the book.
You begin furiously flipping through pages. Even as you know these books follow a series of well-worn tropes, you find yourself completely engrossed. You're turning pages so fast, you don't even notice the ancient spine coming unglued.
Oh no, my book!
You try to grab the pages as they come loose, but your fingers aren't quick enough. They're gone.
Oh no!
Dozens of pages scatter across the ground. The last fifth or so of the book seems to have been lost. It's possible that you could gather and reassemble the pages, but it would take way too long.
That sucks.
Too bad, detective. If it's any consolation, the resolution is almost never very satisfying.
Don't say that, Kim. You're in a game that needs a satisfying resolution. Apparently I've lost the ending. I'll never know.
And on that note, perhaps we should get back to making sense of our own case?
Yeah, our guy is standing right here now, but I need to finish
In
the
your
book.
hand, you hold 4/5 of Dick Mullen and the mistaken identity.
4/5. That sucks. Hey, but it killed the time for us. Oh, I have my new thought.
Kingdom of Conscience.
This art is so crazy.
The Kingdom of Conscience will be exactly as it is now. Moralists don't really have beliefs. Sometimes they stumble on one, like on a child's toy left on the carpet. The toy must be put away immediately, and the child reprimanded. Centrism isn't change, not even incremental change. It is control over yourself and the world. Exercise it. Look up at the sky. at the dark shapes of the Coalition airships hanging there. Ask yourself, is there something sinister in moralism? And then answer, no. God is in his heaven. Everything is normal on Earth.
I love the ends for these thoughts because it almost read like poetry. It's very cool. I get more or less dialogue options. Heal +1 morale. Cool. Learning cap for volition raised to 5. Learning cap for logic raised to 5. 2 things I don't have any points in. Nice. But maybe I should put some points in it. How many points do I have? Just 1? It'd be kind of fun to put a point into volition. Sane people, well-adjusted cops, and non-suicidal. Nice. Oh, I urge you to be a good guy to others and yourself. Aww. This keeps me a little bit more sane, where these other things are a bit crazy. I do love Inland Empire. I'm gonna wait. We'll see if I need to spend any points to get something saved. Let's save before we talk to this guy. So we've been waiting forever to talk to this guy. So hopefully he's got something good for us. Alright, what you got, buddy?
Gendarmerie, you found me.
Yeah, I've been standing out your apartment for like 3 hours, so
It feels like a Friday. He seems to be in a good mood tonight.
Well, that's good.
And his shirt is still unbuttoned.
Found the key right under that stone.
Beautiful. So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
I'm not gonna make things just right. I'm gonna make them spectacular.
Beautiful. I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
Sunday friend? I don't remember who he said his Sunday friend was, but okay. Oh, the book is completely impassable. Sad. I had no chance. I've been railroaded. They were never gonna write the ending. That would have been too spoilerly. They couldn't tell us what the ending was because it would have been too much. The meta would have gone too far. Is it Friday night? Feels like Friday.
Yeah, it does feel like the end of the week. Such gentle weather.
I would like to talk to your friend, but first I want to ask you questions.
That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
Okay.
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark and the neighboring windows have lit up one by one. Downstairs, a cat crosses the yard, disappearing into the bush.
Besides, I've got to run.
He's going to leave you alone again. That's sad.
That's sad. I'm getting clingy. It's okay, buddy. You still have Kim. Don't care if people leaving me all the time. Buddy, you're projecting. Where are you going?
To the city. It's a beautiful night.
Why?
A man on high heels stumbles out of a basement club, music blasting over the entire district. It's chilly, and as the chemicals hit his nervous system, 1,000 shivers ripple through his body.
Only if you promise that we'll talk again. It's important.
Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth as you're saying those words.
Oh, did Kim not like that?
We'll talk. Just not tonight. Take care, alright?
I don't know what Kim had to say with that, but okay. Alright, let's go interview this person.
Right after you.
Oh, so many things. Okay. Quarterly business magazine. Oh, who the heck are you? Was a canopy bed made of metal. Neat. Some sort of business guy?
Officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Business casual removes his cufflinks. Okay.
You shouldn't be seeing him in an intimate setting. For some reason, you feel this man is your superior. Superior, but he's not in the command chain.
Authority and the cops are constantly at odds. I love it.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur la Clé.
Okay.
I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
No, first ask an innocuous personal question to get the interview off on the right foot.
Good call. Small
Yes,
talk first.
Make it clear you're the one setting the terms here. Yeah, let's fuck with him. Who does he think he is? Assisting you?
Before we go on, I have to inquire about this wonderful canopy. You must tell me about this bed that's right here.
Oh yes, my friend has a great eye for these things. He refuses to tell me where it came from. It's a mystery. I believe they call this type of frame industrial. It's very comfy. That's really all I can tell you about it.
That didn't work at all.
It didn't work.
What was that? You were supposed to fuck with him, not compliment the decor.
My brain's being mean to me. My small talk wasn't good enough.
The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed.
I tried. Small talk in real life and in game, just not very good. It's okay. So did you actually witness the
I'm
lynching?
sorry to say I did, officer.
Start from the beginning.
Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play.
What do you mean, like in a play?
It was just so strange. I could barely comprehend what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one.
All the surrounding windows go dead. What? So everyone agreed to like turn off their windows?
That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this.
Oh, everyone was in on it.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated. Interesting.
Well, we already know that he was shot in the head, so... can you describe them?
I couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them. But they were very loud and very... Martinez. Let's just say that the laboring classes can get rather expressive with their profanities.
Should be 8?
I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10. Maybe 8?
Yep.
The lieutenant sends you a sharp look at the mention of that number.
This guy doesn't go on the name shirt. Yeah. He seems helpful and nice so far. But not a buddy enough to go on the name shirt. No, we already know it was the guy carrying the other guy. What happened next?
I went back inside.
Yes, back inside. Keep yourself safe from the killing.
Okay.
Were you able to see anything from inside?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man.
They were threatening to kill him? I thought he was shot beforehand. Men? Women?
All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly.
You couldn't tell by the voices. We know one of them's a woman.
But we are fairly certain the lady driver was present.
Or at least one of them wasn't a woman.
It's possible, officer, but I cannot say with certainty. It was very dark, you must remember.
Right. What ethnicity?
I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Areopagites among them. And I am quite certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent.
Alright, what happened next?
Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching.
Yeah, because he was already dead.
Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything.
We know why he didn't call the RCM. That does seem strange.
I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
About what time was all this happening, approximately?
All I can say is that it was late.
So, you didn't actually see anything?
No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day.
Okay. Thanks for your time.
Of course. Anything I can do to assist the RCM.
Well, that was, not as helpful as I was hoping it would be. What's an official like you doing in Marnez?
The coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight.
Yeah, this place is pretty kind of a linchpin is what we've discovered. So you're a bureaucrat?
Yes, as I said before, I am a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the Institute of Price Stability. This is one of the main projects of the Moral Intern.
What is the price stability?
It is the most important thing.
That clears everything up.
It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment, which is essential for maintaining the social stability.
Basically, it makes sure the price of bread doesn't change.
Précisément. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce. That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%.
Below 2% of what?
But not too far below, no. Too below is also bad. Below, but close to 2%.
Economics.
The coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. Transparency is one of our principles. Would you like an informational pamphlet?
I'll take a leaflet, sure.
A sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. Stability is the raison d'être of the Moral Intern. It's the reason why I identify as a moralist. But oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad. You can always call our information line. Making information available is part of the Moral Intern's commitment to transparency.
I like him. What is the Moral Intern?
It's the international organization for moralists. Hence, Moralist International. The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many mind babies, as is the coalition.
Mind babies. Oh, so we're actually working for the moral intern? That doesn't seem so bad.
There are more nefarious powers to work for than the moral intern.
Are you a moralist?
But of course.
Am I a moralist?
Well, do you value freedom? Do you believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values?
Kim, are you a moralist?
Me? I'm a lieutenant of the RCM, dedicated to maintaining law and order in Ravachol.
A very moralist answer.
The lieutenant is practiced in the art of putting on a show for one's superiors.
What is a normal, stable world?
The Occident is part of the normal world. Oranier, sur la clé. Martinez? No. Martinez is something else.
It's a little bit of a time bomb. What about Revachol?
Revachol is generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full democracy. But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking.
It's true. Kim doesn't want to give any sort of like idealism or personal like viewpoint. Kim's just like, I'm an officer. No, don't ask me. Which, very professional, very professional. I get it, but I would love to know more about what goes on in that head of his. It's like every time I'm talking to people, I'm choosing option D. None of the above. Is that moralism? I'm picking that one.
Is this option D usually the most reasonable answer?
Yes, everything else is super extreme. It's like I'm living with a bunch of lunatics.
Sounds like you're a moralist indeed, my friend. Welcome.
I made it.
Moralism is all about compromise and achieving the achievable. It's pragmatic, realistic, and level-headed, an ideology for doers. Are you a doer, my friend?
I think Harry's a doer.
Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
I choose option D. I want that as a sticker. Choosing option D. That'd be a good sticker. Do I want to ask anything else? Not really. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you wish, officer.
Alright, I think that's all that I want from you.
Officer.
Oh, more things. Yay, not completely useless, maybe.
Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave.
Oh, really? Oh, why can't we talk later?
It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. And I'm pressed for time. After you leave, I should be leaving as well.
Okay, so I need to do all of his dialogue options. Got it. I need to take a look around the apartment.
Sure, go ahead. It's a beautiful space. Let me know if you have any further questions.
Okay. I want to look around. And then we will talk some more. I got a silk robe. Nice. Oh. Hat? Dishes. Ashtray. Open lectures at a local university? That's cool. Flyers for underground parties. I really didn't think there was really anything else I really wanted to ask him.
Was there anything else? The coalition, the economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight.
What is this international community?
La Communauté Internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the Coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the Revolution.
The other nations that came in and helped. Tell me about these other countries.
What's there to say? Sur-la-Clé is a modern, urbanized country that measures very high on the Human Development and Freedom Index. Mostly, though, it's known as the executive heart of EPIS.
This guy's some big wig in the government that oversees all the other governments, is what I'm understanding from the lore-wise.
Moreover, it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries. Revachol is only one of its many darlings whose progress it supports and cherishes.
What makes Revachol Shirley's darling?
Because a great percentage of Revachol's culture hails from Sur-la-Clé. Its language, its people, its cuisine even. Or at least in the downtown La Delta area.
Jamrock and other parts of the international zone have been mercifully spared of Sur-la-Clé's love for meatballs and mashed potatoes.
Tell me all about Orange.
Oranje is an exemplary nation who, as a core member of EPIS, contributes 28% of our annual budget. Next to Sur-la-Clé, Oranje is probably the most prominent member of the international community.
That makes a lot of the budget. Which one of those more EPIS?
As founding members, they are both very EPIS. Oranje carries a lot of political weight, while Sur-la-Clé takes care of the business side of things. Sur-la-Clé hosts the headquarters of the major EPIS institutions.
What is Orange?
Oranje's economy is one of the most advanced in the world. It has successfully transitioned from heavy industry to advanced services and generally acts as an engine for sustainable change in the international community.
Can you just talk like a normal person? No, he's a businessman. He knows all the business terms. He can't stop.
About what?
And just tell me what's like there.
Oh, it's very urban and very well organized. Their streets are clean, their horse cars run on time, the people are polite and efficient. Like I said, they are an example for less emerged nations to follow.
Okay. I don't know if that necessarily dictates that the countries need to follow that example, but okay.
Whatever you wish, officer.
Alright, I don't think I need anything else from him.
I'm glad I could help.
And it looks like the sun is coming in. Oh. We should probably, go send Kim with the body. Or the lights just turned on, I guess. 2200 is not that late. Alright, let's go send Kim out with the body. And then we don't have enough money for sleeping in our hotel room. We bought a book. So I think we're gonna sleep on a bench. Woo. Meatballs and mashed potatoes never stuck with me before, but that's worth pursuing. It's worth pursuing mashed potatoes and meatballs. Can't say that I am particularly fond of either one. But not a bad thing to pursue. Good food is never bad to pursue. Alright, Kim, take this body out.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's
Right.
guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside
Rip
its
the
belly.
boots. Take it away, Kim.
All right.
There go those beautiful enamel boots. You will never own the full set now. May they rest in processing.
I didn't get to it, Game. I didn't get to
I will
it.
need a little help carrying him. You take the hands, I'll take the legs.
I tried. I couldn't make Kim sad. And Kim is gone, and I am alone. I don't have enough money for, my hotel.
The dented yellow mailbox.
Time to sleep on the bench.
You sit on the wind-worn wooden planks of the bench. Your feet ache.
Oh, you can use this to take time? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh well, we read a cool book. Maybe I can go beg with the guy and be like, please let me sleep. Please, I don't have enough money, but please. Oh, a party in here. Hi, I don't have enough money.
Can I help you?
About my bill for
Got
tonight.
the 20 real?
Do I need to pay you again?
The breath catches in his chest. The light in his eyes snuffs out all at once. After a moment, he speaks.
He's like, yes, that's how this works.
Do you have money tonight?
Wait, really? This could be a serious bottleneck? Uh-oh. I don't know how I'd get enough money for that. No.
Too bad. But you know what? You're in luck, because you don't have to ever pay me again.
Oh no. Oh, he's like kicking me out.
Perfectly serious. You don't have to pay me anything. You don't have to give me any money at all. If you want a room, yes, you'll need to pay me, but you don't have to just give me money. Giving me money for a room is your choice.
He's... okay.
This isn't a fucking joke.
He's, okay, me sleeping in the room without paying him is bad is what it's what I'm sensing. I have nowhere else to go?
You want a free place to sleep? Fine. You've already unlocked your new room. The trash container outside is ready and waiting.
A new dimension of reality will open. A portal is this bed of waste. Sleep there and awaken elsewhere.
Sleeping in the trash can? Okay. Oh no.
It is not clear. All that is known is sleep in the trash and there is no coming back.
Oh no. I'll see what I can do.
You do that. If you can pay another 20 real, I'll give you the room again. If not, the garbage is yours, free of charge. Now, is there anything you wanted?
Oh yeah, that's not gonna do well for my morale. Okay. I don't really have... I can sell... I can sell the rifle. I guess I don't really need the rifle, right? Because I already know everything about the bullets and I know what the gun looks like. I don't really need to keep the gun. We're gonna sell the gun. I can't bring myself to sell the dice. I have emotional attachment to the dice. I will not sell the dice. The nice woman... I sold all the postcards already. I already sold all the postcards. I don't have any more. And there's no more trash around. I've already picked up all the trash. I'm fairly certain I've already picked up all the trash. I know, but I don't think I have another option. I know, where's the spare trash? Oh no. If I had known about the bench, I wouldn't have bought the book, but I enjoyed reading the book a lot. Yeah, I haven't seen any trash as we've been wandering around, so I think I'm gonna have to sell the gun, unfortunately. I've like looted every container. Oh, here's a piece of trash. Come on. Okay. I wonder what trash I have left. Too late to get into Frit? Yeah, probably. Let's go look. Thank goodness the pawn shop stays open forever. Frit. Oh, she's alive. Hello. Okay, let's see. I don't think I have very much.
The machine stands in the... Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with us. Do you know what you should do with that money?
Okay, only have... I can't sell the dice. That would make me so sad. I could sell that guy's photo, but I don't, that wouldn't give me enough money. It only get me to like 19 or something like that. Can I sell the tie? I don't think so. We could go look around the whole Doom commercial area and see if that can get us anything. Let's go look. Maybe there's something we missed. I've been pretty thorough in clicking on everything, but let's go check. Yeah, sleeping in the trash would not be good for my guy. That is for sure. He's already a fairly fragile individual.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Okay, we've already investigated that.
The bear's eyes are still glowing.
Yeah, the orbs have just been just little blurbs about things. It's not like it's been items. Oh, let me equip my flashlight. I did not ask Joyce for money. I wasn't able to. I couldn't bring myself to doing it.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn. A diagram for summoning radio frequencies.
I already looked at this. Okay.
It looks like a cardio. You think so? Looks like a surveillance program. Someone very. The leader of a. Whoever decides. A list of names. All of this is nothing.
Okay. I thought that was maybe something that we could mess with. I wasn't able to ask Joyce for money. I could try again. She'd probably help me out. We are friends. I failed that check that you needed to do to ask Joyce for money. Yeah, I think I've looked at all the things. We can't get out that way because the store is closed. Alright, never mind. Back this way. Short on money? Yeah, game. I am. I'm trying. We'll go look around. We'll do one more sweep of the harbor and see if we can't we can ask Joyce about something. Oh, there's some. Nope, it's just the looking thingy.
This coin operated.
It's just the viewers. Yeah, I haven't asked anyone for money. I'd rather ask Joyce for money over Mañana, so let's go ask Joyce first. Hi Joyce, I need money.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
I might not be able to ask her again because I already failed that check once. Yeah, I don't think I can ask her about money anymore. Okay, never mind. Bye. We'll go check those apartments really fast. I might have missed something in there. Oh, didn't mean to go in there. Oh, we'll check up here first. But I don't really want to spend too much time wandering around like a crazy person. I'd rather just sell the gun. I can't get in through there. Oh, there's something new. Perhaps. Oh, a new book. Okay. Maybe we can sell the book? No, it's interactable. Okay. That's fine.
A shift in temperature. The air chills around you. Dust settles on the stony floor.
I'm shivering.
A former architect stands before a slice of window, a room plan in her hand. A cold wave has made the air in the building stand still and frozen, with temperatures falling down to minus 20 degrees Celsius. Is red from the cold. She's breathing on her fingers, clasping the plan. Traces of sadness are visible in her expression. Faint pencil lines on paper depict the same place, but a missing eastern wall connects the room with the neighboring apartment. Ideas for arranging the furniture have been jotted down.
Someone who used to live here?
It's clean and empty, with new tapestry embellishing the walls. A standard HB graphite pencil has fallen off a three-legged stool in the middle of the room.
No new plans for maybe this room. Interesting. Because it got busted through. Nothing in here. There's something else to maybe look at. I think I've leveled up my perception skill enough that things just kind of pop up now that hadn't popped up before. $110. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think if we sell, we're gonna have to sell this guy's photo. If we sell this, we'll have enough money and not have to sell any of our precious items. Oh, can we take clothes off of his clothesline? We can. Your pants are mine. Glad to see he's still breathing and alive. This is so tragic. Yeah, not the greatest moment for our hobo cop. That's for sure. Okay, so if we sell this guy's photo, we'll have enough money for the room. And we can rub it in. Not that we're really rubbing in Garte's face, sort of how you say his name, but it'll be a little bit better. We wanted to sleep in the trash. Like a goblin. I'm really glad Kim isn't with us for this. Glad we sent Kim away. I have no idea how we'll get enough money for tomorrow night, but hey, maybe there's gonna be a lot of trash over on the other side.
Officer, the flashlight, please.
Oh, I did it again. I'm sorry. I did it again. Apologies.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with
Okay,
anything.
I have something else to sell.
Sure. Let me have a look.
Okay.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
I would like to sell this photo of a happy couple. Thank you. Okay, I have enough.
Another time, Pat.
We can do it. We can pay the crappy man, which I understand his principles of making sure that we pay every night, but still, I don't like him. He's cruel. He takes every moment to, like, bash us in for it, even though we've apologized, we've paid for the damages, like, obviously we're not in a good mental space. No sympathy.
Can I help you?
I have my money.
Got the 20 real?
Yeah, I do. Here you go.
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks.
How could anyone forget, asshole?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Half-Life. Saying what I cannot. Alright, time to go to sleep and probably dream about corpses again. Let's do a quick save. Really? So you either have to wait out the whole night or you just don't get to sleep. That makes sense. Sleeping in the trash kills you from shame, no matter your volition score. That's rough. Poor Harry. Well, I'm glad we got the money.
From the broken window, and not too inviting, but it's yours. You've earned it.
Yay, sleepy. Sleep time. Good dreams.
Bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
Alright, do I actually get to sleep, or what weird dreams do I have tonight?
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself.
I'm never prepared for that voice. It was a bad time to get a drink of water.
You're not cooperating, brother man.
Oh, like, why?
It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
And there's a lot of it, ever present in your organs. It's like every one of them has their own nasty song to sing.
Jeez.
Every cell in your body is moaning in agony, asking, what did we ever do to you?
Oh, buddy. Sorry.
Now, you're finally thinking about something other than yourself. Let's see how far that'll get you.
I'm an artist and liver damage is my art. No. No. You probably do need medical attention, but we don't have the money for that, and I don't think anyone's gonna help us. Maybe, though. Yeah, I think I need medical attention.
Oh, yes. They'll check you out, give you some pills, make it all okay. The Wonder Makers.
Don't be stupid, Harry. It's not happening. They don't make new kidneys and livers in hospital. All you've got to do is pray to God it passes and stare at the flickering darkness.
Oof.
You're just stuck here, in the half-world. could try looking at other people. Really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
I'll start looking at other people.
Sure you do. They're all so friendly, aren't they?
No, but some are.
Some of them are. Some of them are nice. Others are scared.
Yeah, thank you, Volition.
People are beautiful, statuesque, parodies and tragedies of themselves. A great democracy of creatures.
Yeah.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Oof, that hits the insomnia. Insomnia life right there. Pretending to be asleep, yeah. Just like, I'm asleep, I'm asleep, I'm asleep.
Let it. Let it.
I would like to sleep.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
I'm rock and roll. Off we go. Not a non-fun conversation to have at all. Amazing. Great. Fun. My poor buddy. Still struggling. But hey, we're on to day 3. We're doing great. And that's actually, I think, where we'll probably call the stream because it's pretty late over here. So, yeah. We'll pick up with day 3 next week or possibly Wednesday. Haven't decided yet. What I'm doing on Wednesday. I think I'm gonna do some art, just some personal stuff. Haven't decided yet what I'm gonna do though. But all right, plugging along. Got some stuff done. I don't think we made any crucial progress on the case. That person that we interviewed wasn't as helpful as I was hoping he'd be, but he seemed nice, gave us some new information, that sort of thing, confirmed other things that we had already found out. I think that would have been a lot more helpful if we hadn't already done all of those other clues and that sort of thing. I'm glad we got money for the rest of the night. Hail is progress, yes. We know, oh, that was fascinating. That was by far one of my favorite things about this lore. That was awesome. Oh, hi, Ritmako. Ritmako? I have no idea how to say your name sometimes. But I hope you've been enjoying hanging out. But yeah, we'll call it there. That was fun. The Pale is fascinating. That might be one of my favorite things, world building wise and lore wise, in a long time for a world. And I wasn't expecting in this kind of game. Like, this game is very unique. It doesn't really fit into much genre stuff. Rit is fine. Okay, good to know. Thank you. Appreciate it. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. This was a lot of fun. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening or whatever time of the day it is. All right. Bye.